Scoot over this way. So we want all of Buck Fever in the shot.
That's a good call. Welcome to the Rowdy.com Big Three Burning Issues in NASCAR racing today. I am Buck Fever. That is Buzz Cutler.
I am indeed Buzz Cutler. And issue number one today, Buck, has to be the continuing crew chief carousel for the number 7 team, Matt Kenseth, Roush Fenway Racing.
If you go back and look at Matt Kenseth, you know, Robbie Reiser and the Killer Bees and that great relationship they had, and Robbie always bringing his briefcase to the track, and he and Matt, but now he's going to go get rid of Todd Parrott and get Jimmy Fennig. What is Matt just hard to get along with?
I don't know. Drew Blickensderfer, of course, for the first race of the season, then he got booted. Todd Parrott shows up, and they seem to be doing pretty well together.
Rave reviews. I mean, they both were saying how great it was.
At the beginning, and you would expect them to sort of put on a happy face, and of course, they're sitting 7th in the points right now, results that a lot of other teams would die for. But it's the end of the line for the Parrott-Kenseth era. It was short-lived, 15 races later. Matt Kenseth is right now the best at Roush Fenway. He's ranked ahead of Greg Biffle and Carl Edwards in the standings, and that whole team is down. So why point the finger at Todd Parrott specifically unless there is tension in that relationship? Obviously, the common denominator is Matt Kenseth.
I think we're going to look back at this and say this was a big sign. I think Roush Racing seems to be having more troubles and not improving.
Here's the good sign, though. Jimmy Fennig, who's taken over as crew chief for the 17, he's from Wisconsin. Matt Kenseth's from Wisconsin. Robbie Reiser was from Wisconsin.
They can have some brats together.
Maybe it's a whole cultural, geocultural deal.
That's gotta be it.
And this will be the key.
The cheese will connect them. All right, next issue.
Next issue. Bobby Labonte reportedly is going to leave TRG Motorsports, the team he has been with since the very end of last season. Where he goes from here, we're not sure, although another rumor says he's going to land in Robbie Gordon's car for this weekend's race at New Hampshire. Bobby Labonte is now a journeyman.
I don't know what to say. I really respect Bobby. He's he's a good champion. He's a great guy. And just to see his career end up like this, I mean, it's not how we're going to remember him. We'll remember him as a champion. But people, you know, they talk about the lean years for DW towards the end. And I just personally, for me, would like to see Bobby get into some better equipment and end his career on a higher note than this. It's just a shame.
I know that's what you want to see, Buck Fever. It's not going to happen. Bobby Labonte is not going to get a prime ride. He's not even going to get a middle-of-the-road ride. I mean, he's down there with TRG Motorsports, Robbie Gordon Motorsports, Hall of Fame Motorsports. This guy is no longer...
Don't pick on Hall of Fame!
Where are they this season?
They're not in racing, but they're going to be back next season.
This guy is not in demand anymore. Is it sad to see a champion end up this way? Yeah, I didn't like when Joe Montana played for the Chiefs. I didn't like when, what's his face, O.J. Simpson played for, who was it, the 49ers? Mm-hmm. You know, that's not the way you want to see Bobby. But look, he hasn't been the same since he and Fatback split up.
I know. He lost the Fatback and he lost the mojo.
I think, if I remember correctly, he hasn't finished higher than 18th in the standings since he left Joe Gibbs Racing.
Maybe that's who Matt Kenseth needs, Fatback. He'd be good. All right, next issue. We're going to talk the points?
Yeah, let's, because I was looking at the Chase standings yesterday because we're going to Loudon. Loudon is the first race of the Chase. There are 10 races between now and when we start the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And I was trying to make some predictions about who would be in and who would be out, and I was having a lot of trouble.
You can't do it. You can't do it because on the one side, we look at Roush Racing, and we're starting to see this guy sliding out of the top 12, but we don't. It's Roush. They've got to get those guys in there, right? And then you look at Dale Earnhardt. He's slowly performing up the chain, and you look from Mark Martin in 11th down to Ryan Newman in 15th, 103 points. So, I mean, it could go either way. It's really interesting.
The thing that's interesting to me is everybody's sort of talking about will Juan Montoya or Casey Kane make it, right? But they're in 20th and 18th respectively. So what about number 17 through like number 10?
Yeah, and they've got to go through 17 to 10, which is why I worry about those two.
Well, I think Tony Stewart is going to make it. He's turning things around. The weather's getting hotter. That's when he heats up. I think Matt Kenseth, Jeff Burton, they're probably safe. So Greg Biffle, Mark Martin, Carl Edwards, I'm not so confident about. Dale Earnhardt Jr., as you said, he seems to be turning things
Look
around.
at Jeff Burton in 8th position. You know, another thing that we haven't talked about is slowly but surely these RCR cars, they're slowing down. Clint Bowyer's out.
Yeah, Clint Bowyer is out. Kevin Harvick seems to be able to maintain top 5 sort of quality performances.
But Harvick's at the top.
I just don't remember this chase ever being this hard to handicap in years past. And I think it's a function of maybe folks having trouble with the spoiler. Alan Gustafson basically admitted he hasn't adapted to the spoiler as fast as he should. It being a down year for other teams like Roush Fenway in general. And it's just an off year. And so who knows what's going to happen? Are guys going to get it turned around, or are guys going to start flailing? I don't know.
It's a very, very interesting year. A lot of things in play. I'm Bug Fever. He is Buzz Cutler. Come by Rowdy.com, join us, and hang out.
Rowdy.com. Say it like it is.
Say what like it is?
Rowdy.com.